Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to Malia's Aura. My name is Malia, and like always, you are always welcome here. I will still be doing the things I do here on the channel, Malia's Aura type of things, while also including a new series called Why Do You Do What You Do? In life, I have stressed myself out so much on what am I doing with my life? I need to do this, do that, and not knowing what I want to do. So that kind of gave me the curiosity of asking other people, why do you do what you do? The way that this experience that you're about to watch happened literally fell into my lap. It just all happened for a reason and happened in the most divine timing. So I'm just very proudly to present to you my new series, Why Do You Do What You Do? We are with some special people today that I got to connect with, and I'm so happy that we stumbled upon each other, literally. This is Anthony, Jason, Chris, and my good friend Lisa. And I think we should all cheers. Let's start this off with a cheers with the Negroni.
We can cheers many times.
Yeah, let's cheers as many times. Yeah, cheers. I wanted to talk about how we kind of all met, like how did we get here today? And it was like a serendipitous moment, and I was driving through Red Rock one day, and so I was like, let me go see this outlook, and I asked Anthony, who was just riding his bike, if he could take a picture of me. Yeah, and then we started talking, and I was just like, dude, I'm so inspired by bike riding and like watching you guys just like out of the middle of nowhere, just like bike riding. So like, I want to know like why you all do what you do, you know? So.
It was super funny because it was just what we do was we met each other at the Overlook.
Yes.
And there was the end of like a 12-mile little route that I do on a coffee break just to get out and work.
Yes.
And it was quite funny because I got up to the top of you guys know it. You ride it.
We both.
Yeah, we know it. And you get to the top of that climb, and then the downhill is the easy way back.
Yeah.
So I'm up there, I'm like breathing heavily, and then you come over and say, oh, would you mind taking a picture? Oh, for fuck's sake, yeah, of course I'll take a picture.
Yeah.
She's like,
I was one of those girls.
Yeah. And everyone's up there, and like they go out there on the scenic route with the cars and stuff, and they'll take pictures of themselves. It's a big Instagram spot, but and it's beautiful up there. And there's a reason why you were taking photos up there.
You're right. Yes, it's just like it's so beautiful. Like I went back and I filmed them the next day after we met, and you guys are just going up those hills, just gliding along. It's like, does it take? I mean,
well, that's
obviously,
cool. We should tell them. Yeah, you guys met up there at the Overlook, and then after you helped out with pictures.
Yes.
You actually helped us out the following day and woke up at 5:30 in the morning, met us at the entrance to Red Rock, and helped film for some of the content that we're trying to create around the charity to spread the good word for both No Kid Hungry and Team Negroni, which I think we captured that in the footage because we were wearing both jerseys. It was a little confusing, but we only ride for two charities, so.
Okay.
Yeah,
it was great, and that's what we are here for today, is to show awareness of how you can like do good for yourself, but also for someone else, and then that goes out into the world.
I think one of the biggest motivations is that you're not just doing it for yourself. You're doing it for other people. So a lot of what we do is joining rides for charities and raising money for people that don't have the opportunity to take that extra hour for themselves. I recognize that I'm quite blessed that I can take that hour and go and get on a bike and go out to somewhere that's as stunning as where we are in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But when we practice and when we ride, we're doing it to work towards a goal, and that's raising money for other charities as well. So I think that's where we
connected. Yeah, that's where we connected, where I was like, I want to show what you guys are doing and like how you guys are not only making a difference in your lives, but like everyone's life, just making mankind like what it's supposed to be, just
you know? So I really love that.
Yeah, more people on bikes, the world becomes a better place.
Yeah.
Technology speeds everything up, but it's a beautiful thing when you can tap into a technology, which is the bicycle.
Yeah.
And you kind of, you become one with the bike. As hippy-dippy as that sounds, but a great way to describe it would be like, you know, your vision is blurred until you put on your spectacles.
Exactly.
But you don't know they're there, but you can see clearly. The bike gives you that same, same relationship.
Yeah.
One and of the same as your.
Yeah, it's like you're gliding along, but you're working with yourself, you know? You're working with yourself and then the bike, and it's just like you and the bike and
Become
literally
one.
nature. Yeah, you become one. Like, how do you get that discipline?
Oh, see, sometimes you get stuck.
You get stuck,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like,
I've gotten stuck more than one time.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I totally thought I was going to get it done in maybe 4 hours. Looking up 5 or 6 hours in, and you're like, oh, wow. Like,
Yeah.
I'm more tired than I thought I was going to be, further away from the car than I expected to be.
Yeah.
And I had somewhere I was supposed to be 2 hours ago.
You're like trucking along, like, all right, and you just keep going.
Yeah, you make it there.
Yeah.
Have you thought about riding as well?
I have always been like those people that was like looking at you guys in my car like, oh, go them. Like, I could never do that. Yeah, but I want to try. But like going up those hills, I don't know how you guys do it. Y'all, I'm over here riding with them and they're going up these big hills. I mean, it's just going up and up and up, and they're just rocking it. Like, this is very inspirational. If you think, can I do this? Psh, I don't know. I'm feeling like I could do it watching them.
Yeah,
This is a killer right here.
suck.
It looks like it.
We're almost there.
Gotta push it through. How you feeling?
Good. That was a climb.
Morning. Made it over the stretch. Ooh.
Hard part's over with. Yeah, that first 4 miles is you're working.
Do you guys like going up hills, or like?
Yeah, it's a good challenge. I've only been biking for maybe 3 months now, so fairly new.
Holy crap, I would have been looking at you like you're doing it for years.
Yeah, I just bought this bike. And
wow. Oh, that's a cool bike.
It's more fun than running and going to the gym. And it's just nice being outside and, you know, being in nature and running with friends. So, and it's a good workout.
It is.
So, you got those endorphins rushing, and you feel, we're not done yet, but you feel like you know,
We're in it.
when you're done, you feel accomplished. And
Wow, this is a beautiful day.
it's gonna be better weather.
So you all feel like you kind of set like more kind of like step-by-step goals to get you to work up to that, like that big, like, wow, like look at where I'm at, you know?
Well, you definitely can't do the whole 100 in the first day, but you'd be surprised how fast you get better. You see a lot of improvement real quick.
Really?
And the next thing you know, you just rode your bike 30 miles. And at that point, you might as well keep going.
It's interesting because what it does is it requires discipline to get to those extra miles.
Yeah.
And installing that discipline in yourself.
Yeah.
And having a focus on a goal, it's funny how magnetic that becomes for other individuals.
Yeah.
Like having a goal, having an ambition, whatever it is, but you're doing it for yourself and you're doing it for other people, it resonates.
So my favorite tree
Okay.
is
Yes, we gotta see it.
the next loop. I've never filmed this thing, but it is the most epic tree out on this entire loop. When you're coming around, you'll see it's just this tree that's burnt. Everything else is like alive, it's got their leaves, and then there's just trees like, I'm always like, that was the burning bush and it's burnt and now it's just chilling.
Now the fun part starts.
See on the slopes. Is that what you call it? The hills. another round of drinks of this Negroni. This is really good. What is in this? What's in the Negroni?
It's his bar.
So it's a easy one to make. It's an equal parts blend of gin, Campari, and sweet vermouth. Preferably Whistling Andy gin if you had to choose.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. There it is.
This is really good. It has this like a fruity taste to it also. And I need,
What bars do you frequent?
What bars do I go to?
Yeah.
I need to go out more. I definitely need to go out more. But I actually, the first time I saw Atomic Bar was when I was at Life is Beautiful, because it's literally right here. You can.
Life is beautiful.
I was gonna say, how do you know? What is this about? How do we got some Life is Beautiful up in here?
So I actually worked at Atomic Liquors in 2013.
Okay.
And the first year that Life is Beautiful took place was 2013.
Oh wow.
So I ended up participating
Really?
and being at Life is Beautiful. It is the most amazing festival.
Yes,
I am a little
it is.
biased, but when you're at any festival, meandering around, and you run into somebody and you ask them, where are we? They go, Life is Beautiful.
Oh my
It's a very special festival.
You're right.
So
It is. I'm just like in this like time of my life for the past couple of years where I'm like, I gotta like do things for me and on my own and do things like out of the box for me. The last day I was like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna buy a ticket to Life is Beautiful and I'm gonna go by myself. And like, wow. So I definitely think everyone should come to Life is Beautiful one time.
Wait,
in
you
their
mentioned
life.
something cool, like doing something for yourself.
You gotta experience some things for yourself, and like being places by yourself, it's different from when you're with someone else, because like you're like literally by yourself in your own thoughts, and like it's like your journey. So like, yeah,
that's why we ride.
That's why you. Is that why you ride?
That's why we ride. That's a big
Like,
part of it.
yeah,
That's a big part of
really-
it. But yeah, but a lot of times we all ride
Yeah.
by ourselves for those same distances.
Yeah.
That same
And
amount of time.
you can't pedal the pedals for somebody else.
You gotta do it on your own.
Maybe a little bit teeing off the conversation of living and of being able to be comfortable in an uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
I honestly don't feel that there's a lot that can stop me nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I take on so many new tasks. I mean, from either like, becoming proficient at bicycling to various work tasks or whatever else is happening in life. I feel pretty confident that there's not a lot you could throw in my path that, unknown or not, I wouldn't be able to forge my way through. I think the more feathers you can put in your cap as far as difficult things that you weren't sure you were going to be able to accomplish gives you that much more like faith and resolve that anything else you decided that was important enough to you to decide to go down that road, you can figure it out.
Exactly.
I mean, I can speak for myself, but I think the gents here would agree. We ride to get uncomfortable. We live in a world full of comforts.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of like a click away. But
So
to step outside of that comfort and to force myself to get uncomfortable on my own accord, I'm going to go pedal in the heat. I got the sunscreen on, so I'm not going to get sunburnt, but I'm going to keep pedaling. I'm going to keep pedaling. I'm going to need to hydrate because my body requires this sustenance to keep going.
Yeah, you're right.
But I'm only an hour in. I got 3 more hours. Subconsciously, you're having that conversation with yourself at times, and you're working through it, and you're finding the beauty in it. Your body needs to respond to positive stress.
Yeah.
Stress isn't a bad thing, but when it's induced in the wrong ways, you just sit here and consume 5 Negronis, tomorrow wouldn't feel so good.
Exactly.
But riding your bike, you get uncomfortable, you stress your body in a positive way. I mean, you're working your muscles, your body wants to flow, it wants to fast, it wants to struggle, that's our biological makeup.
Exactly.
I mean, we have the same biological makeup that we did 10,000 years ago.
You're right.
So a lot of cycling it's just it's this space in my life that I can get very uncomfortable, but find comfort in that. You're in church.
I'm in church right now. It's the best church.
It is. Take me to church.
I worship like a dog.
I think one of the coolest things is once you get past the uncomfort and you can actually start to learn to lift your chin up and look at it all. and you get to this beautiful time where you can actually ride without looking at your tire in front of you and the pavement in the next 10 feet, and actually take in all how beautiful that area is up there.
Yeah, how do you recognize what you guys are doing, like in your life? Is it something that you honor or you think about, or is it just something that comes with it?
It comes with it, but now it's the honor and the pat on the back is because we raise money for charity. Just taking that moment for yourself and pushing yourself, like really going hard. It's no joke here either. Like to do those rides.
You're right.
Taking that moment and then having it related to something where you're working towards a bigger charity, or Chef Cycle is the one that we're doing right now. We're working towards that in May, so that's all the fundraising is going to No Kid Hungry.
No Kid Hungry.
Prior to COVID, it happened in person. We raised $2.5 million for kids that cannot afford food.
Yeah.
Or sorry, they cannot get sustenance in their daily lives.
So part of like me fasting is to incorporate in like, all right, well, what is it like to be not nourished per se, but like you are hungry, you're pushing your body, you know, you're definitely meditating on the fact that, all right, I'm very, very fortunate, I'm gonna get a meal after this. But you start to really make the connection of like just how important food is. You know, if you're doing a 60, 100-mile ride, you better eat the night before, but then you're navigating this space of, all right, well, I haven't etten, you know, it just reminds you of how important food is and why we're doing the ride for the charity.
We're back with another round.
Another round, another rally.
Yeah, like, are you proud of yourself? You're a GM here in freaking downtown Las Vegas, doing your thing.
Yeah,
riding bikes.
Yeah, this is my neighborhood. Honestly, I'm real proud about being here. I get a lot of self gratification for the type of work that I do, knowing that I'm literally working to make my community better.
You just gotta like give the love out up there. I think that's what life is about. Yeah.
Truthful. Truth and love are synonymous.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Here you are at Atomic Liquors.
Yes, right. Atomic. There we go. We really are. Atomic
917
Liquors.
Fremont Street. You know, it's a special place.
917 Fremont Street. You hear that, y'all? They got the best Negronis. When we were having a little break, you were talking about why you started. Like, why did you start?
And what motivates you?
Yeah.
My grandmother passed away in 2017, and the bike was my place to mourn. Yeah, I found so much solace in being able to just ride out on the bike because nobody has the answers. You know, we all grieve differently. You are riding through the mountains, and it doesn't matter what's happening in your life. You still have to navigate through, and yeah,
like life.
That's the lesson.
I feel like your grandma's looking down on wherever she is now, just like so proud of you, you know, because really like how I feel. Because you can cook now. There you go.
I walked into my house the other day and it smelled really good, and I was like, it smells like her house.
Exactly.
Depending on how long you ride for, at some point you start thinking about what you're going to be cooking for dinner. And then you start really enjoying where you're at because now you're earning the meal.
What are you cooking tonight then?
I think it's going to be short rib.
Oh, you and your short rib. There you go. There you go. The reason why we're all here today is like something we've done for ourselves that like has gotten us to this point where we are right now. Like all sitting here together, being able to like talk about that. You know, it's like we're like, I'm comfortable here. Like let me feel uncomfortable and like let me do this. Like I feel like, I don't know.
If you can't look after yourself, how can you expect to look after other people?
Exactly. No, seriously.
That
Holy
is
crap.
the theme of 2020.
Thank you.
The roaring
20s.
20s.
The roaring 20s. Yes.
It's definitely highlighted, illuminated that.
You guys seriously like inspire me so much when I am in Red Rock or anywhere. Like, I'm like, where the heck are they going? Like, yes. Like, and I'm just, so it makes me want to like get on a bike and be like, I can do it, you know, because you all do it.
You can do it.
Thank you. I can. We can. Yeah.
We all showed up today. It's been beautiful. Yes, I'll echo what Anthony said. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for letting us be here.
Thanks for being here.
Seriously.
Lights on, boom, boom, boom at Atomic.
This is an awesome bar with awesome people. I'm just really, really happy to be here with you all right now. And I think this kind of shows you that, like, follow your intuition, follow what you want to do. Like, yeah.
I say try something you never thought you could do.
Yeah. Thank you all so much.
I like it. We gotta do this. Helen David for Team Negroni, the Helen David Relief Foundation. Should we say?
Cheers.
Happiness.
Happiness, yeah, happiness to happiness.
Yeah. Thank you. To happiness. Cheers, guys.